There's two main reasons that come to mind. One, we are this fall going to be 8 years old as a church. And on Sundays, we've actually only preached through 2 New Testament letters. Like our second year, we spent a year in Ephesians, just giving our church like some core theology. Like that was kind of the goal of like, hey, we're planting the church. We started preaching in the Gospel of Mark to give people a picture of Jesus. And then we did like a year in Ephesians just to drill down on some, here's what we believe as a church and some theology. Then we preached through 2 Peter in like 4 weeks or 3 weeks. And that's it. That's all we've done. We've never preached through a whole book. So our elders were highly encouraging, we should probably preach through a New Testament letter at some point, which then led to the second one when we're trying to decide, okay, so what letter do we want to do? Jake, to your point, Galatians is so helpful because it is so clear on what is the core of the gospel and how are we brought into this relationship with God. And I think one of the things we've felt, we spent our first 5 years kind of with the same size church. Like we had lost some people and added some people, but for the most part, our core church was kind of the same for about 5 years. Now, over the last couple of years, it's grown a ton. And we felt like we just really want to give people the core of what the gospel is, take whatever it's going to be, 3 or 4 months, and just go over and over and over again of here's what the gospel is, here's how we're saved, just so there's no confusion and nobody that could be here, you know, week after week and hear parts of the gospel. I mean, Galatians just drills in time and time again. Here's how you're saved. Here's what justification is. Here's why we need Jesus alone, nothing else. And so we just felt like it'd be really helpful for our church and a good season for probably a lot of people that are part of our church that, again, maybe assume they're Christians because they've grown up in church or they have some theology that's probably close, but would still say like, honestly, if they were really honest, are still depending a little bit on their own works to be saved, or like they believe that their relationship with God is still somewhat dependent on them being good or like earning it. And that's Paul's whole point. So we just want to take 3 to 4 months and be crystal clear on what the gospel is for our church now that it just looks different.